Okay, so this is a quick overview on how to complete your Ionic Naming and Formulas virtual lab. It's very easy. The directions are quite short, but you will need to use this picture that you can see here to kind of label what your ions would be. I'm actually going to get rid of this example because I want it to match what your what the first example is that you do, so that you can see how to do it together. And we're going to fill this one in together. So first thing you need to do is make sure to click on this link for the dice. Let that come up. When you do this, you will need 2 die, and it will only pop up with 1. So you have to hit this cog up at the top and drag it until it says 2, and then go back. And then once it goes back, it will automatically spin. So you can either take that one or you can just spin it again. Anytime you click it, it'll spin. So let's go off of this information here. So my left dice is a 1. My right dice is a 2. So my left one is my cation, my right one is my anion. So I'm going to jump back to my screen. So if my left one was a 1, that means my cation is Na plus from this chart. So we're going to go in and we're going to write Na, and on a Google Doc, it's very easy. If you hit Command or Control, whichever one you've got, depending on Mac or PC, Command or Control period will give you a superscript or an exponent, which is where you want to go so you can get that charge written up top. Then from our dice, our right one was a 2. So for our anion, we are looking at O2 minus. So when we look at these, we've got our 2 ions. We're going to need to balance charges here, which is what it says in step 4. So we've got a +1 and a -2. We know that those are not equal but opposite. So we have to do the crisscross method, which means we're going to need 2 NAs for every 1 O to balance. So we're going to type in Na. Then we're going to hit Control or Command, comma, will give you a subscript. That 2 is in there, and then an O. So we've got the correct chemical formula here. Then all we have to do is name it. This is an ionic compound, so you should know the rules here. We name the metal cation the same as the element, and the anion gets the IDE ending, so oxygen becomes oxide. Our metal is not a transition metal, so it does not get a Roman numeral, and our anion was not a polyatomic, so it is not an 8 or 8. So this was just really quick. This is not a very hard lab. You're going to fill out your data table, do that same thing we just did 10 times, roll the dice 10 times, name and write the formula for your compound. And then for part 2, which is like your analysis questions, just answer those and give me a conclusion with 2 potential sources of error and how you could fix those next time.